How about an old school knife review? No special intro, just the knife. Let's just get right to it. Ladies, gentlemen, I saw this knife in a promotional material on Instagram. It was a Langdon Tactical post. And of course, this knife was beside one of their Langdon pistols. It was nice looking. And I saw this knife and I was like, oh my God, what is that? That is so freaking cool looking. Like seriously, I saw it and it just spoke to me. You ever see a knife and it calls to you? It says, Jay, I really feel like you need to come by me. And so, of course, sucker that I am, I did indeed. And when I saw it, I was like, what the heck is it? And it was called the Boker Plus is the brand, the Little Dvalin, D-V-A-L-I-N. And I didn't really know what that was. I was like, oh, maybe it's some play on Darlin. But I was wrong. Enough of that. But so I immediately ordered it. I was like, oh my God, I got to get this thing. It comes with a knife, comes with a sheath, comes with a belt clip. You can put it on either side of the sheath. So it is, in effect, ambidextrous. And it'll take other clips besides this one. It'll take a tech lock or any other standard hole pattern belt clip. So if you don't love this one, and it's okay, by the way, you can get others. I digress. This price on this knife was very nice. I won't go into it, but there will be a link. Seriously, the price is palatable. You guys will definitely be okay with it. In terms of stats, it's a little chunkmeister, guys. It's a little chunky blade. Let's see. The stats say it is 6.54 inches long. In terms of overall length, the blade length 3.15, blade thickness 0.22. It's almost a quarter of an inch thick, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but holy crap. Like you could hammer this thing through a freaking drum or something and it'd just keep on ticking. It's unreal. Here's where things get entertaining. Did I say 5.71 ounces? So look, I've got a folding knife that's twice as heavy as this. Not bad. The designer was Midgard's Messer, and the actual designer itself, the guy who did it, Dirk Hofmeister, was the actual designer of this knife. And they have a spear point and they have a tanto point, but the tanto point one, the way this knife looks, the tanto point one just made more sense to me because it's a chunky knife and tantos are chunky. In my brain, that all made sense. Well, I went to Boker's website and they actually tell you the origin of the name. Pause with me for just a second because we got to get into some mythology. And I'm quoting from the website. As one of 4 blacksmiths, the dwarf Dvalin created the collar Brisingamen for the Germanic goddess of love, Freya. In Nordic mythology, the special necklace is said to have magic, love, but also sorrow and suffering. Thus, Freya's tears in heaven always promised rich fruit on earth. However, it was the wrath of the father of the gods, Odin, that often caused the goddess of love to ignite wars in the human world. Dirk Hofmeister of Midgard's Messer was inspired by the Nordic art of blacksmithing and created the extremely stable Boker Plus Little Dvalin. Extremely stable. A chunk of metal, a serious chunk of metal. I go on to quote the website. The fixed knife convinces with its compact size and a bulky tanto blade made of D2, which is coated with a dark gray titanium coating and a pronounced hollow groove. That'd be that thing right there. The jimpings on the back of the blade promises a safe thumb rest, which I agree. There's little grooves in the jimping as well to give you even more traction, if you can see that. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Despite the wrath of the gods, the well-shaped and partially serrated G10 handle always lies securely in the hand. Using a standard 3D printer, you can easily print out alternative handle scales, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, pretty awesome little knife, guys. Seriously, take a look at that. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but it said D2. In another video, I kind of bagged on D2 for blade steel. And so my lot in life now, my curse is that every time a knife speaks to me and I go, man, that's a really cool knife, is it's made out of D2. And then I have to am I going to suffer? Am I going to stomach it? Or am I just going to buy it? Now, one of the other reasons why I got tanto instead of spear point, tanto blades are kind of the cheat code when it comes to sharpening. When you've got any sort of fixed angle sharpener, it's very easy to get a really nice edge. And I don't know if you can see how polished I got that edge. You know, I don't know that I would have done as well with a spear point. I use an Apex. There are other good sharpeners, but you know, I got a seriously good edge on this. And guys, this is not a slicer. It is not a slicer. Here, I'm gonna cut my notes, my marketing material. But despite it not being a slicer, woo, it'll still cut. It'll still cut, and it takes a good edge. So I'm not unhappy with it. I'm not unhappy with that. I've been carrying it at work for a few weeks, and I haven't been using it for the fine tasks. But if I got something where I need to hack through something, hack through boxes, hack through whatever, man, this is the jam. And I think you could probably put it to use in a very small blade outdoor capacity. D2 will rust, but most of it is that titanium coating. So really the only rust worries you got are the edge. I did see one review, a guy said, hey, make sure you take the handle scale screws out, put Loctite on them, put them back on. I'm probably going to do that anytime I've had handle scales on a knife that I have done some serious work with, like hard work, like pounding or anything. The scales, if you don't Loctite them, they will come loose, but this fits nicely in the hand, has a lanyard hole if you want to put a lanyard on it, or a little tail to increase your grip. When you're drawing it from the holster or the sheath, make sure you pull straight out. If you try and thumb it out, it actually doesn't work that good, but good yank, comes right out. And for the price, like I said, I won't quote the price, but you guys seriously check the link. You'll see very nice price and well engineered blade. I'm happy with it, and I've had it for several weeks now, and I'm still happy with it. So it is held up to the newness factor wearing off. I like it a lot, guys. I'm not going to go any further with this review. I mean, what you see is what you get. Either it speaks to you or it doesn't. But like I said, it spoke to me. Really like it, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
Get 'em, Jay.